How are we doing today? Crazy day today. Ah, Arsenal fans, let me know how you guys are doing. You know what I mean? Yes, let me know how you guys are doing. It's a crazy day today. You know what I mean? Arsenal been dealt a blow, so to speak. You know what I mean? Um, this is really a silly transfer window, you know. Silly transfer window. Arsenal after Kuti Romero, crazy. You know what I mean? Crazy. I don't know how much that one would materialize. You get what I'm saying? Tottenham will never, or would they? Would they? Yes, guys. So it's been a mad transfer window so far. Arsenal been used. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, we've been used. Arsenal been used by Vini Jr. to get a solid deal. You know what I'm saying? From Real Madrid. Fantastic deal. You know what I mean? Good luck. Big up Vini. Big up Vini. You know what I mean? Big up Vini. Michael in the building. Michael, what's up? How are you, bro? How are you? So much to talk about today. So much to talk about today. Uh, crazy transfer day. You get me? Uh, we Arsenal fans have a right to piss off or not? Do we have a right to be pissed off or not? So much. Zubimendi, that's another one. Are we gonna do to Chelsea what they do to us with signing with Zubimendi? I don't think so. Zubimendi is not just linked with Chelsea. Zubimendi is also linked with Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Zubimendi is also linked. I tell you, it's a crazy transfer. Today is a mad day. You know what I mean? Mad day. Crazy transfer day. So Zubimendi has been linked with Chelsea. Chelsea is monitoring Zubimendi's situation at Arsenal. Why? No idea. Real Madrid is also said to be interested in having a look at Zubimendi's situation as well, being that they seem to be knocked out of the race to sign Rodri. This transfer window is something else. It's something else. I mean, this transfer window is something else. Yeah. So Real Madrid is in for Zubimendi because Barcelona has knocked them out of the race for Rodri. You know what I mean? Who didn't see this one coming? You know what I mean? I thought that Real Madrid and Rodri was pretty much signed, seal, and deliver. You know what I mean? Real Madrid was taking their time. They were if and butting. They were decided. They were indecisive. You know what I mean? It just seems like Rodri. It just seemed like that's the only place that Real Madrid was gonna go. You know what I mean? That's what it seems to me. It seems like that's the only place Real Madrid was gonna go. You know what I mean? But not Real Madrid. Rodri was gonna go. You know what I mean? But out of nowhere, Barcelona came into the picture. You know what I'm saying? They informed Manchester City that they want to make a bid. They send a proposal. They sent a proposal to Rodri. So they're just waiting on Rodri because Rodri opened the door to Real Madrid, to Barcelona, right? Rodri opened the door to Barcelona. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Real Madrid thought they had some loyalty in this thing. You know what I mean? And that Rodri only wanted them. I don't know if they had that indication. You know what I mean? So yeah. Rodri opened the door to Barcelona. Barcelona sent a proposal to Rodri, and now they are just waiting. They are just waiting on Rodri to make an official proposal to Manchester City. Real Madrid has sent a 50 mil proposal. I don't think it was accepted or denied by Manchester City, but Manchester City was waiting because Manchester City knew that more clubs will come in the running for them. So I think they were trying to get a bidding war going. Here we are. Here we are. Big up everybody in the chat. Big up everybody in the chat. Let me see what you guys are saying. Rodri is on fire, said Blah. It would be great to get our money back from him or maybe more. We have to get more. Guarantee. Guarantee. It makes no sense selling him if we ain't gonna get more. We have to get more. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we should sell him to nobody in the Premier League. If we're gonna sell zubimendi. You know what I mean? Give him to Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Break their leg to get what we need to get from them. Or just keep him. You know what I mean? But zubimendi, I don't think zubimendi gonna go to Chelsea, man. Go to Chelsea, go play one game a week. Nah, I don't see that. I don't see that. Yeah. Toxic in the building. Toxic say hello everyone. We should have keep Nogard. We don't need no man. Nogard is fine leaving. I don't think zubimendi going anywhere. You know what I mean? It's okay now. Person's gonna always be linked to your players. You know what I mean? Especially if they think that okay, they have a chance, because what they're looking at right now is they're looking at the amount of players that Arsenal have in that position. So pretty much that's what they're looking at. And they're saying, okay, because every player that Arsenal have in that position pretty much going to fight for that position. You know what I mean? There's no weak link there. You know what I mean? So I think that's just where that is at right now. And they're just really, it's just more of a hope than anything else. You get me? It's just more of a hope than anything else. Taxi said I left work early because the heat and humidity kicked my ass today. Trust me, it's hot. It is hot. If we sell Zubi, I'm going to be upset. I don't think we're going to sell Zubi, man. I don't think we're going to sell Zubi. So I don't think we need to worry. AFC 87 always big up. Big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. zubimendi would do great at a club like Villa. I don't think we should sell zubimendi to no Premier League team. I don't think we should sell zubimendi to a Premier League team. I do not see that. I do not want that to happen. You know what I mean? No. No. If Arteta goes for Nico Williams, is a no-go for too inconsistent. I don't think Nico is really too inconsistent, you know. I think Nico has been injured. He has been plagued with injury for pretty much last season. You know what I mean? And he's pretty much just coming back. So I'm not sure I would agree with your AFC on him being inconsistent. You know what I mean? But we do need to bring somebody in over on that left-hand side. And we need a statement. Who Arsenal going to go for? I'm not too sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not too sure. But we will have to see. We will have to see. Teresa in the building. Who you think Rodri go to? I think Rodri go to Barcelona, man. I think pretty much Barcelona is in the driver's seat. I think Real Madrid pretty much backing away. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Real Madrid pretty much backing away. Celtic in the building. Say I found out last night about Vini, bro. I commented, try and tell you. I saw your comment, man. I saw your comment. Yeah, I saw your comment this morning or something like that. So yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We no hard feeling over Vini, you know what I mean? It's his choice. You know what I mean? It's his funeral. It's funeral. Not, you know what I mean? He's the one that going. I think Vini is scared. You know what I mean? And who knows? You know what I mean? Scared of growth because he ain't growing no more at Barcelona. You know what I mean? He's at his max at Barcelona, people. I promise you guys. You know what I mean? He could have reached another level if he had joined Arsenal, but. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It was a link. It was not a guarantee that you know what I mean? There was an opportunity there and we exploited. It didn't work. It's whatever. You know what I mean? It worked in Vini's favor. You know what I mean? He bounced off us to get what he want from Real Madrid. It was always Real Madrid. It was always said that he wanted to stay at Real Madrid. You understand what I'm saying? Always. So. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. At the game last night, I was on my phone because of the Vini Instagram mass deletion. Yeah, I think he's starting a new chapter, but at Real Madrid. I want him to come to Barcelona. Yeah, I think he's going to Barcelona, Teresa. I think Rodri is going to Barcelona. Barcelona is now the front runners for Rodri. Very funny, Papa. What's your team? I don't even read them people comment if they don't have anything to say toxic. I don't even delete them. If you realize me, just let them stay and just be there until they disappear. Or if they decide to join the conversation seriously, we're here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Teresa said, I support Barcelona. Yeah, but you guys seem like you guys going to be getting Rodri. So, hey, yeah, chin up. Chin up. Real Madrid don't like to take a defeat now, so they might just up back their bid and just show some proper interest in doing it. You know what I mean? The thing about that situation is though, Real Madrid didn't even want to go for Rodri. I think Perez is kind of upset that the other candidate was pulling out Rodri and Haaland as secret surprise. You know what I mean? That he would sign if he had won. You know what I mean? So I think Perez was in his feeling because of that situation. So I don't think Perez was 100% on this Rodri situation. You know what I mean? I don't think so. So, yeah. Elon Musk got in Gabriel Ed. Huh? Okay. Told you Arsenal not getting Vini. Yeah, mister, you always talking all sort of something. That doesn't mean you're right. You're always talking anything that goes against Arsenal. So, whatever, when you say something, we have to take it with a pinch of salt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're not ready for the new season. We have 11 first team players out missing from yesterday preseason. We do have a lot of first team players out missing, but they're coming back now. Everybody should be at the Emirates waiting. You know what I mean? Everybody, most people was at the Emirates waiting. You know what I mean? So, is at the Emirates waiting to be integrated back into the team. So, I think we should be all right. You know what I mean? We should be all right. We just need to figure out this left wing situation. If we're going to go with Gabby, or are we going to get somebody else? We need to just figure that out quickly. You know what I mean? I don't watch La Liga, but with Marina back, I'm now interested. Marino. I don't really like Marino, you know. Ever since he called Arsene Wenger specialist in failure, no. Don't really like Marino, to be honest. Michelle, please be a lady tonight. Always a lady, mate. I was right. It was cool, crybaby. Hey, as I said, Michelle, your predictions is always against Arsenal. So if Arsenal don't get what they want, then you're always going to be right. You know what I mean? But if Arsenal get what they want, you're always going to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're right because you're right. You're just right at this point because you go against Arsenal all the time. So, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Hope you guys, we still do all a favor. So we give you a nice, decent defender, defensive midfielder in no guard. You know what I mean? Some appreciation will be, you know what I mean, welcome. I'm just saying. But it is fine. Michael said the transfer window has been pretty quiet. For us, it has been pretty quiet. You know what I mean? Transfer going on still and all of that. So, I think the big thing this new season will be the managers. Yeah, because there's a lot of roller coaster going on with managers. So let's see. I'm very much interested in what's going on over Madrid. Not just because of Marino, but just because of Madrid. Because I don't view Madrid as the Madrid that they were before. You know what I mean? That Galactico kind of Madrid that when you see they put on that all white, you know what I mean, shivering and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very much interested to see what this Madrid team is about. You know what I mean? Especially in the Champions League. So I am looking forward to it because I honestly think they're gonna get knocked out of the Champions League in the quarterfinal again. You know what I'm saying? Again. This Madrid team has another ego joining it, you know what I mean, in the likes of Jose Mourinho. So let's see when all these egos collide, what really gonna happen. You know what I mean? What really gonna happen when all these egos collide? We will see. Michelle is talking like a relegation bound fan. No God will be a good signing, but I think y'all need some attackers. Who knows? They might lose Kilimanjaro. They might lose Kilimanjaro. If they talk too hard, we might come over there and take him away. You know what I mean? Think we have him as a last option if we don't get somebody special over on that left side. You know what I mean? He's been, you know what I mean, as an option over there. So who knows? Me, I'm not too fond of it. So it's neither here nor there. I'm not really too fond of it. They don't have Grealish. I think Beto may be leaving. Yeah, because Grealish was on loan, right? Grealish was on loan, so he's going back and stuff like that. So we will just have to see what goes on with them and all of that. David Moyes is losing his spark. I don't think David Moyes is up to the challenge like he used to be either. You know what I mean? So lots of stuff going on with Everton. Yeah. Let's see. Romero. Couti Romero to Arsenal. Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't that sound like something that we have heard before? A centre back. That seemed like it have deja vu mark all over it. But trust me, people, I don't see this one happening. No. I don't see Tottenham doing that. I don't see Tottenham doing it. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, like, even if Deserby and Arteta is best buddies, you know what I mean? I don't think they're gonna cross that line. I do not think they are gonna cross that line. You know what I mean? Could they? Could it really? Arsenal going to sign a centre back. You know what I mean? It's widely expected that we're going to sign a centre back because 4 months out for Saliba and then he got to get up to speed. So we're looking at probably about 5 months out for Saliba, right? That's pretty much half of the season. You know what I mean? So we're expecting cover. You know what I mean? Pretty much. We're not going to sell ourselves short and in the centre back era. And based on what we saw in the Betis match, definitely we going to need some solidarity around there. You know what I mean? I don't know if Mosquera is quite ready or quite up to the challenge for this one as yet. Big up Nico. Nico in the building. Yes, what is a good player? Plus, he doesn't even care about Spurs. That's a good part about it. That's a good part about it. You know what I mean? That's the reason why it's not really a bad thing to take him over at Arsenal. You know what I mean? Because I think he's one of them players that I think he will come. I think he will come. But the thing about it is this: I don't think that Tottenham gonna want to sell Couti to Arsenal. You know what I mean? Just based on the rivalry and just what's going on there. I think it's I don't see that happening. To be honest with you, I do not see it happening. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't see that thing. Big up Michael, how you doing? After Vini used you guys. Alright, let's talk about the Vini situation, guys. Did we get used by Vini? You know what I mean? Did we get used by Vini? Did we put ourselves in the position to get used by Vini? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's always been said that Vini only wanted Real Madrid. Right? And if Real Madrid was not willing to meet Vini halfway or 3/4 of the way in Vini demand, then Vini would leave. Well, Real Madrid did that. You know what I mean? They stepped up to the plate and they met Vini where Vini was comfortable. And he was good. You know what I mean? And based on that comfort, Vini signed a new deal. Right? Who wins in this deal? Real Madrid or Vini? You know what I mean? I don't think Real Madrid wins in this deal. I think Vini is the one that wins in this deal. You get where I'm coming from? I honestly think Vini is the one that wins in this deal. Real Madrid has outgrown Vini, and they have shown that because they signed the likes of Kylian Mbappe, and they made him the face of the club. You know what I'm saying? Since Kylian Mbappe came to Real Madrid hasn't really been progressing. You get me? And the statue that Real Madrid was is not the same. You get me? Vini signed a 6-year contract, people. 6 year. And he posted after that 8 years was never enough. 6 more. And forever. You know what I mean? I applaud my team. I applaud Arsenal Football Club because they showed ambition. They show that they are willing. You know what I mean? They are willing to do the necessary. You know what I mean? They are willing to have them conversation. The conversation that can bring an elite player to the club that can make a difference. You know what I mean? I personally think that it was not a good decision in Vini to stay at Real Madrid because I do not see him getting any better than he is. I do not see him growing any further, you know what I mean, or growing any more. I do not see that. You get me? And so I honestly think that him going or staying at Real Madrid is actually a safe option for him. You know what I mean? Probably he's scared, who knows, whatever the situation is. You know what I mean? But he played it safe instead of spreading his wings and flying like an eagle. You know what I mean? He decided to be a pigeon, you know what I mean? And he decided to flock. You get me? Yeah, he decided to flock. He was once the face of Real Madrid. 2 Champions League title and several La Ligas. You get me? And they haven't been progressing since the last 2 years. You get me? Yeah, they're still signing fantastic players. They've always been signing fantastic players. You understand what I'm saying? But as I said, it's an egoistic squad full of a lot of big egos, and that is causing them to progress further. Now they have one of the biggest ego in the manager that joining them. So let's see. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Vini. You know what I mean? I'll just take the L and just be proud of Arsenal. You know what I mean? And the intent that they had in this situation. And it gives us a little bit more hope. You know what I'm saying? And it gives us more in terms of knowing that, hey, guess what? This is a good look on Arsenal side, because if somebody pop up, if a special player pop up, Arsenal have the money to do the business. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I am more intrigued to know that Arsenal is trying their hardest to make sure that the squad is good to retain their title. You get where I'm coming from? These are the things that I'm talking about, and these are the things that I'm interested in. So it's not a hurtful situation to me to say, okay, Vini didn't choose Arsenal, so it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? Vini was never our player to begin with. It was an opportunity. Arsenal is an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? We sniffed out opportunities and we tried to seize it. You know what I mean? Just like we did with Bruno. You know what I'm saying? We sniffed out the opportunity that, hey, guess what? Bruno is at a certain age and his career is going in a certain way. Arsenal are now the defending champions, they are the current reigning champions. You know what I mean? And if we put a proposal to Bruno that, hey, guess what? What are you actually doing? You know what I mean? Do you want to come to us where you have the possibilities of winning trophies, you know what I mean, before you actually hang up your boots? or you want to just stay at Newcastle and be the face of their project and just be loved by the little Newcastle, the little fans over there over Newcastle, you know what I mean, or you want to come be a global figure, you know what I mean, and loved by a huge fan base and win trophies. You know what I mean? So it's all about the opportunities and capitalizing on the opportunities when they present themselves. Olivia, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift, Olivia. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. So those are some of the situation that's really going on right there. And then with that, Blah is in the building. Big up Blah. Big up Blah. Exactly. It's not the end of the world. These things happen in football. As I said, he was never our player in the beginning. You know what I mean? Arsenal didn't lose anything. And if Arsenal fans can look into this scenario, look into this situation really right, you know what I mean? They can realize that Arsenal more gain from this. You know what I mean? Arsenal, before this, had been viewed as a cheap club. You know what I mean? Oh, Arsenal ain't gonna spend that for no player. Arsenal ain't gonna do that for no player. Arsenal ain't gonna do this for no player. You know what I mean? Now that Arsenal throw their hat in the Vini race, and Vini only had 1 year left on his contract, and I guarantee you it'd have been north of 100 mil, and Arsenal would have paid that. You know what I mean? So this is showing players that Arsenal is going into a different direction. We are more ambitious, you know what I mean? And we're willing to do what it takes so we can win trophies. You know what I mean? We have never won back-to-back titles, and we want to defend this title and we want to retain it. Right? Also, we need to have quality players in order for us to go ahead and try to win the Champions League title, which we have never won before. So it's fine. You know what I mean? To me, it is fine. You get me? Riley, if a player is not sure about joining your club, so better for him to not come. Exactly. You know what I mean? He didn't want to come. He wanted to stay. We need players that wants to play for us. You understand what I'm saying? We need players that understand our project, you know what I mean, and wants to be a part of what we're doing. You get me? We never really made a bid for Vini. We put a proposal to Vini. You understand what I'm saying? And he liked it. He was encouraged by it. But it was always if he did not have an agreement with Real Madrid. It was always that. You know what I mean? Real Madrid is a big club, you know, man. You know what I mean? And it's going to be hard for big stars like these people who are, you know what I mean, who are comfortable in that space to just get up and leave. You get me? It's going to be hard. So if a player like Vini, who I think is really on the ropes with his career and what he's about, because I don't see him growing any further. I keep on saying this, and I'm going to keep on emphasizing it. I don't see Vini growing any further from where he actually is right now. You know what I mean? The only growth that I see Vini have is if he had leave Real Madrid. You know what I mean? But he chose to stay. Yeah. Don't worry, Riley. Vini is going to regret it this season for not going to Arsenal, because his club will go trophyless this season too. Trust me, I believe that. I believe that. I don't think it's just the end of an era to me. It doesn't matter who they want to get. You see, they're bringing back Jose Mourinho to try get back the club to a level. You know what I mean? And I think he's at the end of his era too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just two dinosaurs trying to link up to show the world and remind people that they were somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's all I see with Jose Mourinho and Real Madrid. You know what I mean? There's no fear factor there. It doesn't matter who they want to buy or who they want to bring in or who they want to re-sign. You get what I'm saying? There's no fear factor whatsoever there. You know what I mean? So, hey, big deal, man. Big deal. Exactly. You never say Vinicius is 100% coming to Arsenal. It was always a if, and that's it. Yeah, and the if is through the door right now. It's not if anymore. He decided to stay, And that is that. You know what I mean? Big up Lightning in the building. Lightning said, Vini Jr., thank you. I know, right? The world was scared of what was going to happen. The world was scared of what was going to happen. But it's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? Vini Jr. needed us more than we needed him. You guys going to see. Remember I said this, you know? Remember I said this. Everybody think that he's this fantastic player. He's a good player. Of course he is. But trust me. Trust me. He needed us more than we needed him. And that is that. Alright? We're not worried. We move on. We're going to find what we need for that side. So, yeah. Lightning said, come on, Tottenham. Newcastle will get relegated. We need Osimhen. You will never sign Osimhen, Lightning. No. Osimhen is a Champions League player. You know what I mean? His wage is crazy, first and foremost. That's what you guys know. You know what I mean? His wage is crazy. You know what I mean? So it's not a simple task. That's the reason why all the clubs that have money staying away from him. There's a reason why. You know what I mean? There's a reason why. There's a reason why at Chelsea, a Man U, a Arsenal. There's a reason why all of us staying away from Osimhen. It's not because he doesn't want to come to us. It's because that money that comes with him is not normal. You know what I mean? It is not normal. So you guys can sign all you want and you can dream all you want. You know what I mean? But getting Osimhen is worse. That is less realistic than us getting Vini. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Blast Spurs is cooking with their signings. I think they're still losing though. They're still losing their preseason game. I think Chelsea's the only team that they beat in their preseason. You know what I mean? I think Chelsea's the only team that they beat in their preseason. Osimhen agent went out and said he's willing to cut his wage from 4K a week to 250K a week to go to top 5 league. You sure he didn't say a top 5 team in the top 5 league? Because you guys are at 18. You guys are at 18 right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The thing about it is this, you know. I can speak as much as I want about Real Madrid because I'm not a Real Madrid fan, and everybody on this channel is supposed to know that. You know what I mean? I don't particularly like Real Madrid. You get me? No, I don't. So, yeah. So I don't mind seeing Barcelona wipe the floor with them this season. To be honest. You know what I'm saying? I do not mind at all. In the end of the season, y'all 18 or 17 in the table. They're always going to be somewhere there hanging around. You know what I mean? With all the signings that they have, they're still going to be battered all over the place. You know what I mean? But it's good to see that Lightning is optimistic and feeling good about his team. You know what I mean? Like you had a rough season last season, so you know what I mean? Why not? Why not? We've not lost any preseason game. We've played 4-1-4. Oh, nice. So y'all doing all the winning now before you reach the league. It's always dangerous when I see a team winning all their preseason, you know. Always dangerous. Let's just say Chelsea only signing players about to retire. I don't know. I think Chelsea is going through menopause, man. Something going on with Chelsea. Something going on with Chelsea. Albi said, up the Gunners. Big up yourself, Albi. Big up yourself, of course. Up the damn Gunners. Lightning said, I'm not saying we will win the title. I'm saying we will challenge for top 7. Top 7. Okay, at least you're fair. You're fair in your ambition. You know what I mean? I like it. You are fair in your ambition. You are fair in your ambition. You know? But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Top 7 is mad. Top 7 is mad. Guys, remember to like the channel, alright? Remember, don't be afraid to put a like on the channel. And if you are new, hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? Do the damn thing. What's wrong with the league? Chelsea signing old people and Tottenham actually spending money. It's crazy, right? And Arsenal looking to break records. You know what I mean? This thing is upside down. This thing is upside down. Brother Ari Guitar Time. So, brother, remember me, the Southampton fan. How are you, brother? We're doing well, you know. We're doing well, man. We're doing well. Thank you for asking. You know what I mean? Thank you for asking. Welcome back to the stream. You know what I mean? Welcome back to the stream. We're still here. We're still here. As I said, we're going to be here today. So, yeah, talking a bunch of stuff and just trying to make things see what this silly transfer window is about. You know what I mean? This transfer window is so crazy that we don't even know how to put it together. You know what I mean? Kuti linked to Arsenal. You have Vini Jr. Signing a new contract. You know what I mean? Looking to retire at Real Madrid without winning another trophy. Because I don't see them winning another trophy, to be honest. And stuff like that. So, yeah. And the fact a Real Madrid striker went from Madrid to Fulham. Yeah, Gonzalo. Gonzalo should go to Arsenal. Chelsea would even sign James Carragher and he's long retired. I mean, like, I don't understand. I don't get the age profile that Chelsea is signing. You know what I mean? Because Chelsea just signed 35 and 36. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I understand the need to sign maturity. You know what I mean? I understand the need to sign leaders. You get me? I do not understand the need to sign player coaches. You understand what I'm saying? It's a player coach situation that to me. You know what I mean? I thought they were going to sign some, probably a couple 30-year-old, 29, 27, those kind of age. Because those are maturity. You know what I'm saying? But Danny Welbeck is 35 and what's the other one name? It's 36. You get me? These are crazy, crazy, crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't know. Just say, are we really throwing shades at Madrid because we couldn't get Vini? No, I'm just throwing shades at Madrid because I actually do not like Madrid. I'm not a Madrid fan. You know what I mean? I don't know what everybody else's shade is, but we can throw shade up at Madrid because we didn't get Vini. Of course, why not? Why not? Jordan Anderson, yeah. But I always thought that Madrid wasn't going, you know what I mean? When I always been telling people on this channel that I don't see Real Madrid winning the next Champions League no time soon. You know what I'm saying? No time soon. I don't know. Let's see if Jose Mourinho can balance this team by parking the bus and attacking. You know what I'm saying? Something have to give. Something have to give. So it's good attacking players are gonna have to learn how to defend. You know what I'm saying? It's good attacking players are gonna have to learn how to park bus and defend. You know what I'm saying? This is not. And I don't know. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see. I know I'm going to take in some of these games. I'm going to take in some of these games that Real Madrid are going to be playing because I am excited to see what this team looks like underneath Jose Mourinho. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Blah said bye. Who are you telling bye, Blah? You leaving? Okay, gotta go. See you in the night stream, Riley. All right, Blah. Big up yourself. I don't care what people say, but Robertson was a class signing as Tottenham. We needed a chance in mentality in the team. You're talking about signing. What do you think about Kuti to Arsenal? What do you think about Kuti to Arsenal? Tottenham captain to Arsenal. Didn't we take another captain away already from you guys? Didn't we take a captain away from you guys already? And we're under another one of your captain link with us again? So don't care, you can have Kuti. Well, he don't like Tottenham anyway, so I understand. He does not like Tottenham. He'll just get a red card against us. We just need him for about 4 months, man. It's not a forever thing. We just need him for about 4 months. Kuti going to Arsenal is better than going to Atletico Madrid. I'm not too sure I want Kuti though, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure I want Kuti. He's kind of reckless for real. Can we please sell Yakares? Yes. Yes. We need a striker. We need a striker. We do need a striker. We need a striker bad. No. With Vini out of the picture, no more. Finito. Done. Right? Who do we turn to next? Who is our next big thing that we need to carry? Because Arsenal is looking to bring in a big name. That is obvious. You know what I mean? That is obvious. Arsenal is looking to bring in a big name. That left side seems like it's cursed, you know. That left side seems like it's cursed. Or is it that that left side need to stay or it stay? Because is it that Gabriel Martinelli is destined for some greatness over that left side or something? You know what I mean? Why he can't be replaced? If you look at the whole situation is this. Vini is the latest. Before Vini, there was Rodgers that Chelsea took. What's going on over on that left side? What is going on over on that left side? I do not understand. I do not understand. Big up the new persons that are in the chat. Big up the new persons in the chat. Yeah, please like the channel, people. We good with Kai Havertz up front. Hey, to be honest with you, I need players that have some how about them. You know what I mean? Kai Havertz and Victor Yakares. Victor Yakares. We need a striker. We need a striker. You know what I mean? In spite of, we need a striker. You know what I mean? Paul Rogers said Yakares is terrible. Yeah, we need a striker. Dark Ong said we good with Jin. Who is Jin? We good with Kai Havertz up front. We're not. No, we're not. We're not good with Kai Havertz up front. We are not. Kai Havertz missed a lot of chances. He put himself in good positions, but he missed a lot of chances. You know what I mean? Victor Yakares, I don't know if I can wait on Victor Yakares' season to start. You know what I mean? Because if it starts late like last season, then, you know what I mean, we probably going to have some problems. We need what we need. We need a striker. You know what I mean? Julian Alvarez, we need to visit back that Julian Alvarez situation. Do you all think Alonso is picking all the players to sign? Seems so. Not at Chelsea. Not at Chelsea. Alonso picking the players to sign at Chelsea? No. I mean, like, he is getting... He's in the meetings now, probably. You know what I mean? Because the person that's normally at Chelsea, they're normally... what do you call it? Coaches, right? Alonso is a manager. He's the first manager Chelsea have in a long time. Right? He's the first manager Chelsea have in a long time. So you can understand that he has some decision in terms of players. You know what I mean? But I don't think he's actually picking them. He probably exercises ideas across and they're probably obliged to some of them. You know what I mean? Probably to some of them, but I don't think all of them, to be honest with you. Do you think Ozzy in the building? Ozzy say hello, sir. Hope you are okay. Did you see Christian of AFTV say Arsenal will smash Man City 5-1 in the Community Shield next week? No, I did not see. You know what I mean? But if we smash Manchester City in the Community Shield 5-1, I'll be happy. I'll be a happy man. Martinelli is young, he's only 24. I am waiting for Martinelli to have that breakout season, people. No lie. I'm waiting on Martinelli to come back. You know what I mean? I'm waiting on that Martinelli that was devastating with Saka. You know what I mean? I do not want to see Martinelli go, but we need Martinelli to step up. You know what I'm saying? I honestly do not want to see Martinelli go, but we need the guy to step up, man. He's 24 now. This is when you show who you are. You get me? You cannot sit around and just keep on being complacent. You know what I mean? Yes, I love the team. I love Arsenal. Arsenal is home. Yeah, we needed to show the love on the pitch. You know what I mean? We needed to do the thing, man. Show the love on the pitch. You've been with us ever since you was a kid. You become a man right here with us. So just like your age in growth, we expect you to age well in football as well. You know what I mean? You have been stagnant for a little bit now, bro. You know what I mean? Martinelli has been stagnant for a little bit now, and we need him to improve. You know what I mean? If why can't Martinelli look at Saka over there improving? You know what I mean? And improve with Saka. Use Saka as a driving force to drive yourself. You get me? Say, remember when you and Saka was a heartbeat of this attack? We need that back. We need that back. You know what I mean? And if we don't get that back, they're going to sell you at some point if you keep on being mediocre. They're going to sell Martinelli at some point if you keep on being mediocre. And it's a fact. He has to step up. He has to step up. I don't think no real Arsenal fan want to see the kid going on. No real Arsenal fan want to see him go. But the inconsistency is too much. The inconsistency is too much, and we need difference. We need changes. You know what I mean? Yeah, we do. Why do my Arsenal sign Madueke? There's something in Madueke I even see. You know what I mean? I even see. You know what I mean? He just need to. He's just not getting it together. Madueke is just not getting it together. To be honest, you know. Up the Villa. Aston Villa man in the building said bye bye Vini. Hey, it's fine man. I can help you tell him bye too. Bye Vini. Who is Vini? You know what I'm saying? Yeah man. Guys, remember to like the channel, alright? Remember to like the channel. Kingsley said, hi, well done, bro. Thank you. Yakares is the leading goal scorer in his first season. He will get better. I'm not a fan of Yakares. I've never always been. He's an Arsenal fan. He's an Arsenal player. So I like him because of that situation. But he's not terrifying. You know what I mean? I need a striker. He doesn't have to go, you know. I just still need another striker. I need a striker that drives fear in defender. You get what I'm saying? I need a striker that drives fear in defender. That's what I need. So it doesn't have to go. It doesn't have to go. But we just need another striker with him. And Kai Havertz is not hit. Kai Havertz is not hit. I think we need to sell one of them. Whether it be Kai Havertz or Victor Yakares. I think we need to sell one of them too. We need an upgrade on one of them. You know what I mean? We need an upgrade on one of them. And if I'm going to choose, I'll sell Victor Yakares over Kai Havertz. I ain't going to lie. To be honest with you. David said Vini is overrated. Yes, he is. What we were trying to do, we were trying to take him and actually make him, bring up his value to where it actually should be. That's what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? We're just trying to make sure that if he had come to us, would have turned him to a devastation. You know what I mean? Yeah. Would have make people actually fear him. You get me? But he chose not. You know what I mean? Yeah, he chose otherwise. Deserving is choosing the players at Tottenham. Leave your like, please, people. Said Toxic. Kingsley said maybe we should get Barcola if the Vinicius deal finally complete. The Vinicius deal is complete. It's sealed. It's done. You know what I mean? It is over. You know what I mean? I do see us going for a Barcola. You know what I mean? We need to be ruthless in the transfer, man. We need to be ruthless on the transfer window. We need to go for a Barcola. You know what I mean? We still need to make we need to make a statement still. We had that Vini money that was going to spend. Same way. Barcola is not going to demand that salary. You know what I mean? So we probably just need to put on that, we probably just need to do the payment. You know what I mean? The salary is not going to be that crazy. You get me? So I think we should look into a Barcola situation for sure. You know what I mean? Just pay the money, get him and bring him over. That's what I think we should do. Martinelli cannot be trusted, please. As I said, I've been waiting on Martinelli to grow up for a while now. I'm getting out of patience. I'm one of Martinelli's biggest fan. You know what I mean? But I'm getting out of patience. This is some serious thing now. You know what I mean? Arsenal is no longer a ordinary club like we were, just finishing fourth and stuff like that. We're champions of England now. You know what I mean? We're champions of England now, and we have a reputation that we have to protect. You know what I mean? We have a reputation that we have to protect. We have to defend our title. You know what I mean? And we have a Champions League that we need to win. You see that taste that we had the other day in the Champions League final? Yeah, man. You see that loss? That loss left a bitter taste in our mouth. And that bitter taste there, I do not like it. We need that to turn sweet. So we need to do the thing. We need to fix this team. Because this team is not bad, but we need one or two elite players that are going to take us where we need to go. We're going to win the Champions League, remember, this is not a joke. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Jonathan in the building. Jonathan said, hello, Riley. Was a bit shocked versus Betis, but we will pass the Premier League. And Martinelli, we know, is worth. Bear with this season. Gonna be massive. I can't bear with Martinelli need to turn up this season. That's what he need to do. He needs to turn up, man. We need him to turn up. Madueke is a waste of money. Waste signing. Madueke. And Madueke can be a good player. Madueke can be a good player. I don't know, man. I don't know. Madueke can be a good player. Trust me. Let's see what he have to offer this season. Last season was his first season. Let's see what he have to offer this season, people. Let's see. Madueke will slowly creep up and score more. Let's hope. We're hopeful. Hopefully Madueke is better this season. Yeah, let's see this season if we're going to have a better Madueke than last season. Because I do still have a little faith and hope in Madueke. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Kingsley said, I agree with you. His end product is same thing. His end product ain't no good. You know what I mean? I don't think he's a total waste of money, but his end product is definitely not good. Vini was a small scream to higher wages. As I said before, Vini didn't ask Arsenal to be interested in it. Arsenal was the one that take it up on their hand to be interested in a Vini Jr. So, you know what I mean? We got slapped in our face and we got to just take that. That's all it is. Yakaras was making people miss Kai Havertz. You see that? That's a fact. We were missing Kai Havertz like crazy. You know, when Kai Havertz come back, everybody was delighted. You know what I mean? We need a striker. We need a striker. Wolfgang said, bro, big up yourself, Wolfgang. Big up yourself. Say we are F by all sides. No, Wolfgang, I don't believe that. He said only Nico Williams will save us. And Barcola. We just have one place that we need to fix. Just over on the left wing side. And the striker. We pretty much need two. We need 3 more signings, to be honest with you. 3 more signings. We need a centre back, we need a left winger, and we need a striker. And Arsenal is not done. I promise you Arsenal is not done. I know Arsenal not done. But they better not be done. You know what I mean? They better not be done. So I am looking forward to seeing if they're gonna figure out this shit and get some people, get some good signings over the line and together. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he wants Liverpool. At the end of the day, if Liverpool is the only team that is up for a player, they're going to want him. You know what I mean? They're going to want him if he's the only team that up for it. You know what I mean? Liverpool was the only team that was up for Barcola. You know what I mean? Arsenal just need to throw their hat in the race, go in there and buy him. It's like when Diamande, PSG was the only team that really wanted him like that. And he was all in on PSG until Real Madrid came and take him away. You know what I mean? So all we need to do is just go in there and just take Barcola. That's it. Just take him. You get me? Yeah. Gyökeres is growing still. Let's last season be a lesson. He did well. Now he got the power and knowledge. The Premier is very physical and is aware and ready now. Let's see if he's aware and ready now. I watched him in the last 2 games and he still look like the same Victor Gyökeres to me. You know what I'm saying? If you think Rashford is the answer, y'all are it. I don't want to see Rashford nowhere near Arsenal football team. I don't want to see Rashford nowhere near Arsenal football team. He needs to stay over there and be Manchester United problem. You know what I mean? No, not Rashford. Speaking in pigeon, man thing. I don't understand that, bro. I don't want Rashford at Arsenal, man.
It's not.
I don't want Rashford at Arsenal. Um, I like Nico. I do like Nico. I think Nico can improve himself. I think Nico can grow a lot at Arsenal as well. You know what I mean? Martinelli gonna shock the world. We're open. We're open. We're open that Martinelli shot the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, we are open that he shot the world, to be honest with you. MA says saying bottle when Arsenal won the league. I don't even have time to entertain people like that, MH. If they come in the chat to say something with sense, you know what I mean, then we can talk with sense. They don't even they don't even talk what team they even support. You know what I'm saying? They don't even talk what team they even support. So they're really just not making any sense to me. So I don't that's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. Guys, remember to like the channel, people. Remember to like the channel. And if you're new over here with us, subscribe to man. Yeah, man, subscribe to the thing, man, if you're new over here with us. Plenty of discussion going on. You know what I mean? Plenty to say. There's a lot. You know what I mean? Vini use Arsenal and push us aside. What you guys have to say about that? Hijack in Rodri, Barcelona and Real Madrid. You know what I mean? That's a heist over there. You know what I mean? Barcelona hijacked that shit. You get me? So I guess Barcelona looking to retain their title. But Rodri is a fantastic asset, you know. Fantastic asset to this Barcelona team. You know what I mean? He's what they is what I think he fits this Barcelona team more than he fits Real Madrid team. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think so. Um, 50 pence. Each say Vini did what? Yeah, Vini disrespect the Arsenal, man. Well, he actually didn't do shit. You know what I mean? He just wanted a better salary at Real Madrid and he got that. You know what I mean? Climbing on our backs to do it. But it's okay. It's okay. Not on about Riley. He's a good guy. Yeah, so um people we haven't had a guest on this channel in a long time. You know what I mean? Pretty much close to a year now. Right? So tomorrow we will be having a familiar guest that y'all know to the channel tomorrow. You know what I mean? So you guys can look out for that one, join that one, and let's have some discussion. And yeah, so tomorrow this same time, it's gonna be fire, man. It's gonna be fire. At least you have soccer. We'll always have soccer, man. We'll always have soccer. What team do you support? What team you support? We will always have soccer, so that's not a problem to us until we decide not to. Okay. So the Premier League is about what, 3 weeks away? I said Madrid. Oh, so he's a Madrid fan. Okay, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. You will not. You're not gonna win another Champions League. You know that, right? No, you ain't gonna win no more Champions League, man. But it's fine. It's fine. Y'all have 15 already still. That's a lot. You know I'm Liverpool, but I think Vini would have been a poison chalice. I don't think so. I think he would have been a lot to deal with, but I think the Arsenal atmosphere would have curved him. You know what I mean? I think the Arsenal atmosphere would have curved him. I said, no, brother, but we are rebuilding. You know, I like that. I like that. At least you're honest and you realize that you guys are not there right now. You know what I mean? I like that. I like people that really into football and not just about bantering and all of that. I like that, Itch. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, alright? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, man, I like that. You know what I mean? You're into football and not just about bantam. So you can acknowledge that your team is not there right now. You know what I mean? But I don't think your team gonna get there underneath Jose Mourinho. You know what I mean? Jose Mourinho is just looking for retirement right now. That's what you need to do. And your team cannot get there underneath a young manager either, because there's too much egos in your team and the players have too much power. You know what I'm saying? Players have too much power. So those are some of the things that are going to be hampering you guys. You know? But let's see. Let's see. Say, you guys did well and I hope you can repeat. We're trying to. We're trying to. You know what I mean? We are trying to. I'm up here like Arsenal still. I'm not really a fan of Real Madrid. I've been a fan of Real Madrid, to be honest with you. I'm not really a fan of Real Madrid. I like certain players that Real Madrid had. Kaka was one of my favorite players. You know what I mean? Kaka was one of my favorite players. And I think he lost his career. I think his career went down when he went to Real Madrid underneath Jose Mourinho. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. His career went down when he went to Real Madrid underneath Jose Mourinho. Because Jose Mourinho preferred a fellow Portuguese to be the star. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I still wish you guys all the best. You know what I mean? I still wish you guys all the best. I don't wish you guys with no more Premier League, with no more Champions League, to be honest with you. Y'all are 15 and y'all need to chill there for a while. You know what I mean? Y'all need to chill there for a while. So you guys need to just ease up with that and all of that. But it's fine. And that's a problem I hope Jose can fix. That's a problem I hope Jose can build a foundation. I think Kaka had a bad time at Madrid. Also, Ozil was better when Kaka was there. As I said, I think Kaka's career went down because of the manager. And because of that, Kaka is my favorite player. And because of that, I just didn't have any love for the manager. You know what I mean? At all. And then he came to England and he disrespected Arsene Wenger. That just put the icing on the cake, bro. Can't call my manager a specialist at failure. No, bro. You know what I mean? No. Highly disrespectful. Highly disrespectful. You get me? So he didn't do well at Madrid, to be honest with you. And I think it's the manager that he went to play for. And I see the same thing happening to Vini as well. Vini is an explosive player, and I don't think they know how to manage. He knows how to manage a Vini. You know what I mean? He need a player that he can clog up and shield up and stuff like that. Mourinho was too crazy, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. I think Arteta need to adjust his game. Sitting back against PSG cost you. I don't think we had a choice, man. We didn't have a choice. We didn't have the team to attack. We knew we had the defense, you know what I mean? But we didn't have the team to attack, so we had to sit back and counter. It worked. We scored the first goal. We're the one that scored. You know what I mean? And it took a penalty for PSG to break us down. You know what I mean? So it worked for us until the penalty, and we went to a penalty shootout and we lost. But if you look at the way how we lost those games, it's like that game is like we know what we need to do. And that's the reason why you see Arteta go for a Vini Jr. and stuff like that, because he's trying to get that balance now. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get that balance now, that balance in the attack. That's what he's after right now. You know what I mean? He's trying to step up the attack to be as good as the defense. So we're open and we're praying that we get it right at some point. You know what I mean? As long as we can find the players that we need, you know what I mean, we will do the damn thing. So yeah. Jenny, Why doesn't Santa Claus have any? Jenny, you come back with foolish again today? Jenny's trying to crack a joke. Okay, Jenny, I hear. Santa Claus don't have no children because he'll come once a year and he came down the chimney. Okay. Okay. Tottenham Hotspur Christian Romero, who is also attracting interest from Arsenal. What do you think, Riley? Jenny? Would he be a good signing for Arsenal? Probably. You know what I mean? Probably. But what gonna happen when Saliba came back? Why? What gonna happen when Saliba came back? Is it that a situation? Arsenal, I like our ambition and I like what we're doing. I like the way that we're pushing the project. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I'm not buying the situation with people with the links that are out there to zubimendi. You know what I mean? Arsenal always wanted 2 elite players in the same position. Right? We have 4 midfielders, but just realize that there are 4. There's 2 of them that are the same to each other. You know what I mean? So 2 of them, 2 in each position. That's what Arsenal have with their 4 midfielders. Just like we have Eze and we have Odegaard, right? We have Saka, we have Madueke, right? They're trying to do the same thing with the defense. You know what I mean? I don't know. We have. I think the best scenario is over on the left hand side where we have Nketiah and we have Califori. You get me? We have Ben White and we have Timber. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we're trying to put ourselves. You know what I mean? So we pretty much have 2 teams. You know what I mean? And 2 damn good team as well. You get me? So yeah. At least y'all, I didn't get played worse. That Real Madrid. Big up Alex. Big up Alex. Romero will go to Atletico. Yeah, he's going to go to Atletico. He's going to go to Atletico. Tottenham is not going to sell him to Arsenal. He's going to go to Atletico. They are probably going to rather to see him out of the Premier League. You know what I mean? Than join Arsenal rival. No. Your defense was good. Your midfield need to be aggressive against PSG. You sign a good midfielder and you know how to counter attack. Well, that's the reason why we sign a midfield like Bruno. You know what I mean? Aggression. You know what I mean? So we're getting there. Arteta is correcting the stuff that he needs to correct. You know what I mean? He's correcting the stuff that he needs to correct. And that's one thing you can say about Arteta. He learns, you know. He learns. You know what I mean? He learns. Every season he learns. And he's not done with the transfer yet. He's going to get that left side midfielder. He's going to get that winger that he wants. You know what I mean? He's going to get that. I think he should jump and take Barcola. You get me? Yeah, I do think he should jump and take Barcola. Big up Joshua in the building. Big up Joshua. Alex, 15 UEFA League Champions League, Real Madrid versus 0 UEFA Champions League, Arsenal. Hey, it's okay. No, we're not worried about those stats. You know what I mean? We're not worried about those stats. Arsenal soon win their Champions League. I can tell you this much: if Real Madrid have to beat Arsenal to win a Champions League, they're not going to win any because they can't beat Arsenal. You know what I mean? So it's okay. Hopefully soon a left midfielder that can press and track back will be good. We have that in the likes of Gabriel Martinelli, but Gabriel Martinelli just not turning up right now, man. He needs to grow. He needs to grow. What do you think about the Vinicius saga? Not much, to be honest with you. Not much. You know what I mean? We got played, but it's okay. We got played, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's just one of those days. Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. We end up on the losing end this time with the player. The player always wanted to stay at Real Madrid. So it's not a big deal. Everybody know that it was more likely that he will sign a contract back at Real Madrid than leave. You know what I mean? It was always more likely for him to sign back a Real Madrid contract than leave. So, you know what I mean? It was always that scenario. That was always the prime objective. You know what I mean? So we can be at peace with that. You know what I mean? As I said, we can look at the situation to say Arsenal tried and Arsenal show a different side. You know what I mean? Because the figures that was flowing around in the Vini saga was crazy, and Arsenal was still sitting there and sitting firm, right? So yeah, we can literally say that it's been it's been a learning journey. You know what I mean? It's been a learning journey, and I appreciate the lesson that was taught. You know what I mean? I do appreciate the lesson that was taught. Uh, yeah, mainly because you don't want to sign a player for over 100 mil. He can't press or attack. I don't think we mind signing a player over 100 mil, but we need to sign players that fit the system that we have. You know what I mean? That will do the work that we have out there to be done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Alex said the bigger club won. I don't think it was a race, to be honest with you, because Real Madrid was already at the finishing line with the player. You get me? Real Madrid was already at the finishing line with the player. It was just a matter of fact if Arsenal could have lured him away. So it was not a race for Arsenal to say, okay, the bigger club won. You know what I mean? He was always a Real Madrid player. Even if he didn't sign a contract and they decided to let him run down his contract, he was still a Real Madrid player. You know what I mean? And Real Madrid is a big club, and that's a fact. You see me? And it was always going to be easier for him to renew his contract than leave. You know what I mean? It was always going to be hard for him to leave. He's been at the club for 8 years. You know what I mean? 8 years, that's a long time. That means he's been at the club since he was 18. He's 26 now. He's been at the club since he was 18. Pretty much the same time, or just about the same time when Martinelli came to us. I think Martinelli came to us at 17. You know what I mean? So you can understand that he has a club DNA in his blood, in his system. So it would have been a massive win for Arsenal if we had managed to lure him away. You know what I mean? He is Real Madrid through and through. You know what I mean? Pretty much just look at it like that. You know what I mean? He's been at the club since he was 18 years old. So just understand that he's just a Real Madrid guy. You get me? And he's going to spend the rest of his career at Real Madrid. To be fair, the Vini saga was always won by us. Sadly, there are more obligations that players need when you play for Madrid versus any other club. As I said, it was never even a race. You know what I mean? It was never even a race. He was always a Madrid player. And he wanted to stay at Madrid. Madrid just wanted to give him the contract that they wanted. All Arsenal entered the race, and all that did was just put the ball in Vini's court. You know what I mean? And prompt Madrid to give him to meet him halfway in terms of what he's asking for, and it just works out in his favor. You know what I mean? That's all that did. You know what I mean? But looking back at it, it seems like it doesn't matter what the situation was. It was never a point that he was going to leave Madrid. You know what I mean? Looking back at it for real right now, it just seemed like he was never going to leave Madrid. And it's okay. We can live with it. We move on and we learn. You know what I mean? We learn from this. Florentino Perez, fair play to Arsenal for the ambition. Yeah, he pressured Florentino Perez. If he didn't pressure Florentino Perez, it would have just been a situation where Vini would have taken the contract that was offered to him, and that would have been it. You know what I mean? But the pressure that Arsenal put on, which was genuine, you know what I mean, caused the president to act, and they did. You know what I mean? Real Madrid just asked players to run down their contract. Yeah, Real Madrid like to sign players on free, man. Yeah, the aspect, the proposal of going to Real Madrid is very enticing. So you can see why players will do it. You know what I mean? That's why Kylian Mbappe is on so much mad, crazy money. Because he did. I still can't believe PSG allowed him to do that. You know what I mean? I can't believe PSG allowed him to do that. They should have sold him the minute that they realized that he was not willing to sign his contract. You know what I mean? But they allowed him to run down his contract and all of that crazy stuff. Yeah, but it's been a crazy transfer day. Very, very crazy transfer day. Um, for us Arsenal fans as well. So PSG did a good thing because they cut their losses immediately. They should have sold him. That's not a good thing. They should have sold him. They should have sold him. Once he reached 2 year and they realized that he was not signing in 2 year, they should have sold him. You know what I mean? They should have sold him. Rice second screamer against Madrid. Yeah, Arsenal boys love playing against Madrid, man. Love playing against Madrid. I still think Vini made a mistake, and I think Arsenal would have been a better fit for him. I don't think Vini is going to grow any further in his football development, and you can see that. You know what I mean? It's just one way. One way. And yeah, so we're going to see. We're here to watch. I'm going to keep a keen eye on Real Madrid this season. Keen eye on Real Madrid this season. Just to see. You know what I mean? Just to see. I'm going to take in a Real Madrid Barcelona battle for the title. Because that's where it's at, right? Real Madrid and Barcelona. The only two teams that are going to win the title. So I'm going to take in that battle keenly. Plus, Barcelona seem like they're the ones that are winning the race for Rodri. You know what I mean? So that's quality. You know what I mean? That's quality. The best player in the world, because he was the best player at the World Cup. So that is quality. Best player in the world at the moment, Rodri. So, you know what I mean? And because of that, links was out today that Barca and Real Madrid going to be in for zubimendi. You know what I mean? So, let's see. If they have 150, Arsenal can sell them zubimendi, but if not, stay away. If not, zubimendi is not for sale. He needs to go. Our second keeper is awful. Yeah, Kepa is a hand. Kepa is draining, man. Kepa is draining, bro. Kepa is draining. Kepa need to go, man. Kepa need to go. I can't deal with these Chelsea players no more, man. These Chelsea players, like they came on an agenda, man. You know what I mean? These Chelsea players is draining, man. Kepa need to go. We still need to sell so much players, man. I don't know what's going on, man. We need to sell some players, man. Sell some players. You know what I mean? Gabriel Jesus need to go. Kepa need to go. Reece Nelson need to go. Vieira need to go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just sell them. Get rid of them. Give them away. Something. You know what I mean? Something. Just make something work. Make something work. Nothing wrong in giving away them. Yeah. We will be back again later on, guys, for our regular night stream. We will be back again for our regular night stream. So make sure y'all have your notification on and you can join the stream later on. We have a guest on the channel tomorrow. So we'll be right here the same time tomorrow. Yeah, we have a guest on the channel tomorrow. We're going to be talking football. Hey, it's a football channel, so of course. Yeah, stream ending soon, Nico. You know I normally have to run, so the stream ends around this time. Yeah. But I appreciate everybody for passing through, man. Thanks for showing the love. Thanks for the support. You know what I mean? As always, you know what I mean? I sub, by the way. Appreciate it, Itch. Appreciate the subscription, man. Welcome to the family, bro. Welcome to the family. Thanks for doing that. Yeah. So thank you guys for being here. You know what I mean? Thank you for being here. And we will see you guys again later on. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself. I'm out, people. I'm out.